for fat people. That's how I saw that process. That's what I looked at myself as, was somebody that was overweight. When I looked my best friend in the eye and I said, Zach, are you struggling with doubt and uncertainty? Is it hard for you to envision a life where you're not addicted to pornography? You know, one of the biggest things I see that holds men back from breaking this addiction, from taking back control of their life, is that doubt, is that uncertainty, is the limiting belief about, can I actually break this cycle? Because men, if you've been struggling with pornography, whether it's been 6 months, a year, 5 years, or maybe you're somebody that's been caught up in this behavior like myself for almost 20 years, chances are you've told yourself once, twice, and many times before that you are going to quit. But here's the fact, is if you're watching this video, you haven't quit yet. So it creates this sense of doubt, creates this sense of lack of confidence, is, can we actually break the cycle?
The cycle ends here.
You know, when I think back to 2019, February 14th, which was the day that started this entire journey that I've been on for the last 4 years now, there wasn't really a doubt. When I said I was going to quit porn, I couldn't envision a life where I hadn't kept that promise to myself. But I believe what enabled me to do that was the previous track record that I held with myself. You know, I started competitive bodybuilding in 2008. This is after struggling with weight, struggling with doubt, struggling with insecurities about my own body for pretty much my entire life. You know, I can remember shopping for jeans when I was a kid and having to buy my jeans from JCPenney's in the Husky. That hurt. It created a lot of guilt and shame around my own body. Why couldn't I buy the jeans in the normal department like everybody else? Why did I need the jeans that were specially made for fat people? That's how I saw that process. That's what I looked at myself as, was somebody that was overweight. When I looked at the landscape of my family, not knocking anybody here, but everybody had weight issues. So my identity growing up was that of an unhealthy, overweight, fat person. But getting into bodybuilding, it gave me hope. Getting into bodybuilding showed me that if I was willing to put in the work, if I was willing to deny myself, if I was willing to delay gratification, putting off the longer term reward, put in the work that is necessary, that I could change my body, but more importantly, I could change my identity. So after 10 years of competitive bodybuilding, I no longer saw myself as an unhealthy person. That was a part of my story, that was a part of my past, but now I held on to the identity that if there was something about my life I wanted to change, I had the ability to do so. So if we fast forward 11 years after starting bodybuilding, when I looked my best friend in the eye and I said, Zach, I'm sick and tired of this behavior controlling my life. I'm sick and tired of being a slave to pornography. I'm dedicated and I'm ready to quit. I'm ready to get this out of my life. That statement was made from the identity of somebody that knew that they could change. That statement came from an individual that held confidence and belief in himself. If he said he was going to do something, he could find a way. He could recruit the people into his life. He could deny himself. He could put off the reward for the long haul, delaying gratification. So men, when we're struggling with a pornography addiction, but we're seeing ourselves through the lens of doubt, and we're seeing ourselves through the lens of misbelief or unbelief, when our confidence in our own self of, can we actually accomplish the things that we want to set out to do, is not there, then brother, we've already lost the battle. Now, how do you build belief within yourself? How do you eliminate doubt? Well, look at most areas within your life, or look at the other areas within your life right now that you're not living up to the standards at which you know you should be. Self-confidence is built and kept by keeping the small promises we make to ourselves. So if we're struggling with confidence, we're struggling with belief in and of ourselves, we have to be able to look at our life where we're breaking those promises. And then I can guarantee you that if you're struggling with breaking your porn addiction, there are other areas in your life where you're not keeping the promises that you make to yourself. You want to keep the promise of no longer watching pornography? Begin to hold the promises in your life that seem small, seem insignificant. What time do you wake up in the morning? Are you late to work? When you tell somebody, hey, I'm thinking about you, I'm gonna pray for you. Do you actually do that? When you feel called and compelled to reach out to somebody, do you follow through on that? You might have been saying you're gonna lose some weight for a while. You might have been saying, I'm gonna get in the gym. I'm gonna eliminate eating those cookies. I'm gonna cut off alcohol. All these little internal dialogues, all these little conversations that we hold with ourselves. Our subconscious is keeping a track of all of that. So when you say you're gonna stay off social media, when you say you're gonna wake up, go to the gym before work, when you say you're not gonna have alcohol on Friday and Saturday, but then you follow it up by not keeping those promises, there's the source of your doubt, right? There's the source of your lack of confidence. Now, if you can begin to live by standards, begin to keep the promises in every single area of your life, then you say, I'm going to quit pornography. that statement is made from an individual that holds confidence, that eliminated doubt, and does the thing he says he's going to do. So when we're struggling with pornography and we can't seem to break free, stop focusing on breaking your addiction and begin to live up to the standards of the life that you want to live. Begin to keep the small promises that you make to yourself. And that, my brother, is the process of eliminating doubt, creating unbreakable confidence. But at the end of the day, those are the keys. Now, if you want to take it a layer deeper and you actually want a process and a proven plan and formula to help you identify the triggers, to build community, to find accountability, and how to create massive belief within yourself, then down there in the pinned comment below, I'm going to link to our free book. It's a 7-step guide to living without porn. We've had over 4,000 men go through the process within this book to create their own freedom from pornography, to become the man that can transcend this addiction, but at the end of the day, become the man that you were created to be. God bless you guys. Frank Ritchie. If you found value in today's video, make sure to subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.